I got another email. So a lot of people are emailing about yesterday's game. Got an email from Rob who says, Kelly, I've got a show to recommend for you on Prime Video. It's called Catastrophe. The lead reminds me a lot of you. Very feminine and very hairy. Now, was that necessary? That's a shot. That's a shot across the bow.
Would you consider? Would people describe you as feminine and hairy?
I shave my
feminine for sure.
Feminine definitely, but I do shave my.
Dude, always tell us about that. I shaved today. Ugh.
I shave my chest and my.
Are you shaving for the Carowinds birthday girl trip?
I have to shave for that, of course.
Don't. And by the way, because I know this is a co-ed trip, don't flex on the young boys.
Try to. Yeah, it's co-ed.
Yeah, where you go? Try to keep up with them. Hey, what's up, bro?
Might try to throw a baseball really fast. You know how?
Do they do that?
I think they have.
The smash the hammer, ring the bell.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Or the jump shot, the basketball with the bent rim.
Let's go. Yeah. I'll take them on
the football through the tire.
I've won so many basketballs, I don't even know where to put them.
I'm gonna try to keep up with these boys. Are about 17. I'll try to see what I can do. Doing it. I just saw some guy in Ohio went to that amazing. What is that roller coaster park in Ohio? That is Cedar Point. Cedar Point. He was at Cedar Point with his 4 kids and abandoned them to go ride rides by himself and got arrested for it because they were too young. They were in there. They were like 4, 7, 8.
Car, or did he leave them in the park somewhere?
He left them in the park. He left them and said, "Stay right here, Daddy's gonna go ride some rides." And they wandered.
You can't trust kids.
No. You just can't trust kids. Exactly. One of them, a 4-year-old, was found playing in the dirt.
Oh, God.
And they were like, who belongs to this child? And he was off riding roller coasters.
I told him to stay.
What do you want me to do? He got arrested because of that. I hope.
You're not going to leave the park in handcuffs tomorrow, are you?
Boy, let's hope not. Let's pray I don't do that. There's a woman in the news today, too, for something Chris Demm wanted to do 20 years ago. And she's now done it and been fired from her job for it. Her name is Stephanie Anello. She is the superintendent of the Antioch United School District in California. And here's what
school superintendent.
She's a school superintendent, and here's how she got fired. And Chris Demm wanted to do this 20 years ago. We had a colleague here who had a new desk.
He didn't like his company-issued desk.
That's right.
So he went out and bought one.
He bought his own. And they wouldn't buy it for him. He said, I need a better desk than this. He wanted some specialized desk.
Yeah, more shelves, more this, more that.
Now, he was a little anal to begin with. So Quirky guy. Good guy, but quirky. And so he ordered the desk, and it came in boxes that had to be put together, And so he said, can I get some staff to put this together? And they said, no. So... They wouldn't
Can I get a Phillips head screwdriver?
No. They wouldn't pay for it. They wouldn't put it together, and they wouldn't provide any tools to put it together. Nothing. So it sat in boxes outside his office for a couple of weeks. Down. Everybody knew that he'd ordered this desk, and everybody else, of course, took the desk that they got, and it was like, all right, it's a desk. So Chris Demm had the idea: let's take the boxes up to the roof and assemble it on the roof.
I love it.
This was a great idea. We never did it. We didn't do it. And so one Saturday he came in here and red-faced got down.
I know. Built the thing. I don't have a lot of regrets in my life. I really don't. But that is a big one.
That was a great.
I so should have done that.
What a fantastic idea to build his desk.
Because he and I butted heads in the most minute ways.
Yeah, didn't he get?
I just like poking him. Yeah, how you poke a bear.
Yeah. Chris Demm would leave a little switch on that he knew that he didn't like being. So then he'd leave a little Post-it note saying this switch remains off at all times. Yeah,
just the dumbest little picky stuff.
Chris Demm would turn it on the next time.
Oh my God! Yeah. And now we do that to Chris Demm.
I know. Look how things have changed.
I know. You're right.
In my trash can?
That's right. That's right.
Nobody uses my trash can.
I mean, we had recording devices with 8,000 buttons on them, and Chris Demm would push one in, for no reason, and the guy would that's my. Don't you dare push in that button, and he'd make up a big
or
memo.
In the break room, I just switched the salt and pepper left to right.
Yeah, he hated it.
I mean, just tiny stuff.
He was real meticulous about those things.
And Chris Demm has become that. You wouldn't believe the murmurs through the building yesterday after someone parked a car in Chris Demm's space.
Oh, my God.
Everyone I bumped into was like, we're trying to figure out who parked in his space. I'm like, wait, this is an open lot.
I know. It doesn't matter. Chris Demm said, "Did you see the microaggression out there?" I said, "Yes."
Yeah, I did.
I saw it. I saw the microaggression.
I was triggered.
So this woman in Texas, or excuse me, California, she is the school superintendent. They had an employee that works in the superintendent's office build someone's desk on the roof of the building. It wasn't her. It wasn't Stephanie Anello. But because she gave the go-ahead to it and laughed at it, they fired her from her job. They said that she created an atmosphere of bullying to one's subordinates. And so because of that practical joke, not even the practical joker who built the desk on the roof was fired, but she was, because she was in charge, knew it was going to happen and let it go.
Would that have been 20 years ago a fireable offense for myself?
No, I don't think so.
I would have gotten a reprimand, then a high five.
Yes, I think you'd have gotten you better not do that again, and that would, because the other guy was one that I think everybody loved to mess with.
Yeah,
because he was. You're talking about old school. The movie, we were talking about movies a minute ago, and the big ones that are coming out now. The Alien movie, the latest installment, was #1 at the box office this past weekend, right?
Actually, yes, it was, and it's actually getting decent reviews.
This is like the 6th or 7th in the Alien series.
They've become, to me, what I call like a timeline series, because I have to go and look what order to now watch these in if I ever wanted to do that. Like Star Wars, Marvel, Alien has so many movies now that I'm like, what if I wanted to watch these in the order they take place?
Somebody I think I read an article about the new one. It's called Alien Romulus.
Yes.
And it's between Alien and Aliens.
Yes.
In the timeline of the story of
really?
Yes.
Of that universe.
Yeah. They don't go in straight order. Like the other ones, the Prometheus, that was a prequel to the Alien.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this one is right in between Alien and Aliens.
Those two I love. I think Alien is a great movie. And I remember our movie reviewer we had on here for a time, Mark Berger, said, Alien is great. It's a horror movie. Aliens, the second one, is great. It's an action movie.
I love Aliens. I like Aliens better than Aliens.
I do too. The second one is my favorite. Someone has, because the movie is #1, they posted online a news reporter from Texas who interviewed people coming out of the theater after the original Alien came to theaters in 1979. And she's got 2 interviews of moms and dads with their little kids. And the movie was rated R, the original Alien, because it was a horror movie.
And that the thing pops out of the dude's stomach.
Exactly. The thing in Alien, the alien pops out of the guy's stomach. It's one of the most legendary movie moments of all time. So they asked one dad and his kid, do you regret bringing the kid?
You know that this was an R-rated movie when you brought him?
Yes, we did.
Are you sorry you brought him?
Yes, I am.
Are you glad you saw it? Yeah.
Yeah, the kid's okay.
Yeah.
Did you know it was R-rated? Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Are you sad? Yes, I am.
Yeah. Do you regret? I do.
I do.
Beep,
Well,
beep.
now, this is right in front of the poster in 1979 at a theater in Texas showing Alien. Now, the second interview, the dad said, I don't believe he knew it was an R-rated movie. Is he glad he brought the kid? Yes, he is.
Are you sorry, sir, that you brought your son along to see Alien?
No, ma'am, I think he should have seen it. It's something that he needs to know, that things like that could happen in life. That could be a true story.
Wait a minute.
Well,
Hold it now.
Didn't see that coming.
No,
he needs to see it to learn.
That's why we don't go to space.
Believe me, I'll be watching his gut for a couple of weeks after this one. Anything pops out, I'll shoot it.
Your son along to see Alien?
No, ma'am, I think he should have seen it. It's something that he needs to know, that things like that could happen in life. That could be a true story based on, science. We never know what's going on the outside of the world.
Did the movie scare you at all?
Yes, ma'am, it did.
Would you recommend to your little friends who are your age to go see it?
No, I wouldn't.
No, I would not.
No.
That thing popped right out of that guy's stomach in Alien.
Yeah, everybody died except one.
Yeah.
Sure did. They'll never make another one
and
of
then
these.
she took all her clothes off.
She did.
Stripped down to her panties and bra. Weird. For no real reason.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
That's another great
She's
movie.
taking all of her
All
clothes
her
off.
clothes off, boy. She sure did.
I love him there too. He's like, you never know what's going on out there in space. And, I mean, that is,
What a slice of America.
yeah.
God, what a different time.
I know. I loved it. I loved seeing
And everybody's
that era.
honking horns.
I know. Yeah. Honking horns, they go by because the TV's there.
With the lights and the cameras.
I loved it. I love seeing that. And when I saw that movie for the first time, I saw it in my friend Dustin Allred's basement. Fonzie.
Hey.
And I had not seen Alien, and he had. He's like, oh, my God, come on. And they owned a video store, so I had dibs on first rental.
Yeah. Clean copy.
Yeah. Got a clean copy. Brought it home. They had a huge screen TV in their basement, and we watched it, and he goes, wait at the end. You're going to see a little something.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, what do you mean? He goes, just wait.
No,
You're going to see a little something. And Sigourney Weaver started to take her clothes off, and he's like, right here. What? That was awesome.
Now hit that pause button.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a forehead VCR too, so you could pause it and really see. You know?
Didn't get all blurry.
And he's like, look at those. He goes, look at those panties. Those panties
barely cover her butt.
They didn't cover it.
They barely cover her backside.
You could see crack. I mean, you could see crack on Sigourney Weaver on that stuff. Golly. And those little kids coming out of there, you heard those dads. That second guy is.
I thought movie ratings were way obvious back then.
It was an R. It was an R.
Yeah, but I mean, the fact that one guy said he didn't even know it.
Is that what he said? Yeah, he said he didn't realize.
I mean, they were.
When he went
it was a big deal.
It was. They should have known that. And there was no PG-13 back then. That was 1970.
No, you're right.
It was 1979. Davis, you're talking about Alien, the movie. Go ahead.
So, in 79 when those came out, Ben Cooper, you remember the old plastic Halloween costumes they used to make back in the day?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So they made an alien costume, an alien kid's costume, and Kenner made an alien toy doll, like a plastic figure of the alien.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as parents figured out what all this was about, Kenner and Ben Cooper yanked those Halloween costumes and toys. And if you can find some of that stuff today, it's worth a fortune.
No kidding.
I had no idea.
I didn't know that either.
That is an iconic creature. And I think it's still in this one. I mean, it still appears in this run.
It's incredible. That the alien to me is really well thought of because if you stabbed it, killed it, it had acid for blood. That was my friend Dustin told me, by the way, acid for blood. And I said, "What?" I knew that going in. He goes, "Acid for blood." I said, "What?
No way."
What's y'all boy saying? Huh?
We watched it in his basement, and the next day went to see Aliens. That's why he showed it to me, because the second one was coming out. Then we went to see Aliens in the theater, and that was awesome too, man. That's an awesome movie. Myrtle Beach, Doug, I'm sure you're an Alien fan, aren't you?
Yeah, I know a little bit about him. I do enjoy him. Pretty cool monster. I mean, yes, horrific, absolutely. But fun fact, in the original Alien, when the alien came out of the actor's chest, he and the director and some of the crew were the only one that knew about it, but the other actors had no idea how horrific and awful it was going to be. And that is an absolute real reaction from all of them when that thing happens.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic factoid.
Mm-hmm.
That is the best. Myrtle Beach, Doug, that's the best thing you've ever said on our air, other than your shirt at the amusement park.
Yeah, his debut was
your
pretty awesome.
debut was really good, too. But that is a great factoid. And smart of them, because I didn't know that was coming. And nobody, and when that thing comes out of that guy's chest, you heard those kids.
Yeah.
You ought to see the eyes of those kids coming out of that theater, too. Good God. They're probably scarred for life.
They're probably your age, right?
Yeah. That's 1979. I was born in 71. I bet those kids were a year older than me, maybe. I mean, they sound like 10 years old. That's what they look like. And I hope that second dad is still with us. I would love.
I know.